There are a few things in this video that are all coming from leaks, and I'm just going to put them all together because there's a lot to talk about, and I think
start.
Some of it's kind of...
I'm just going to go right in. Let's just get right in.
I just wanted to say these words because
I speed it up a bit.
I'm
going to speed it up a bit.
Like so here is some interesting information about new Pokemon coming to Unite, as well as possibly a new map.
Yeah, I wonder what it is.
Old favorite. It's wild. Let's go. First, from El Chico EV, we see that inside of Ranked, from what he can see right here, he heads up to this little question mark, and you can see Ranked matches, Battle Map, Thea Sky Ruins, and Remote Stadium, 5-on-5. So this is going to be really, really interesting, obviously. Interesting. What that would mean, of course, is that Remote Stadium will be coming back inside of Pokemon Unite as a playable map, inside of the Ranked mode, in fact. Now, I don't know exactly how this is going to function. Are we going to see, you know, the Ranked mode where you have a choice of which map beforehand, like you could say like, oh, I'll queue for either one of these, or you just queue for a ranked match and then it says you're heading to Remote Stadium and you select your Pokemon after that? Is it completely
no way
known until you head in?
There's no way like that's gonna split up the base a lot if they have it selectable, so I would have to imagine they're gonna make it random, because like so few people play Remote Stadium, you would never get a match. Right? Like, it's such a... I feel like it's such a small percentage of people that go to Remote Stadium, ever. Like, even the couple of times I've done it with, like, 9s, it's a much longer queue. Like, much longer. So, if they make it choosable, all that's gonna do is just reduce the pool of people to play rank. That's really all it's gonna do. Unless you like Remote Stadium, in which case you will just never be able to play ranked again. So, I feel like it's going to have to be random. It's going to have to be random or a vote system, which basically means it will just stay Thea Sky Ruins. It will do effectively nothing. So, like, the only scenario where they make this decision and it makes sense to me is it's random, which is fine. It's just one more thing to like account for when you're picking a character and a build and all these things. I'd be fine with that, especially considering like in theory in the future we're going to be getting, you know, like 2, 3, 5 more maps that are ranked appropriate, and you know, like sooner or later, you know, like some stuff is going to get left in the background, you know. There's going to be maps that are worse than others and people just aren't going to want to play on them anymore. So, you know, like, having them be random is kind of the only way that those maps will see use and be worth making. Because otherwise, you know, like they could probably go another year on this map and we wouldn't be too, like, upset about it. You know, like, when we're having Meowscarada, Miraidon, they're probably going to add, you know, like, a legendary of some kind, like a legendary bird of some kind. Maybe, like, the Galarian trio, or at least one of them, anyway. Maybe, maybe not. It's still hard to say. But, you know, again, box legendaries confirmed. Urshifu was a DLC box legendary, so I'm not sure if that counts. What's the other legendary? Zacian? Was Zacian a box legendary? Zacian was a box legendary, so box legendaries are already confirmed. It's just hard to tell because everyone forgot that they existed and nobody liked them. And yet, they keep showing up everywhere for some reason. Like, be honest, Urshifu was already a DLC box legendary, right? Why couldn't we have gotten the Galarian? Why couldn't we have gotten a Galarian character over Zacian? Why did it have to be Zacian? Zera was DLC mythical? Yeah, but that's not legendary. That's not box legendary. That's not even DLC box legendary. That's DLC mythical. That's, like, solo on the tier list. Like, it's like box legendary, canon legendary, then there's like DLC legendary, then there's like mythical, then like canon mythical, and then there's DLC mythical. The only way to go lower than that is like DLC canon mythical, which is like Zarude. Like, lowest on the low tier of like mythical, of like legendary Pokemon is like Zarude. Is a DLC canon mythical, but it like doesn't actually matter in any way. It's worthless. It's like the lowest of the low. Like the least legendary of all the legendaries. That's rough. That's a rough position to hold. Like, Mew is at least like canon mythical. They're at least like, you know, like they technically existed.
into game. I think the way that would make most sense is you make it random, but you tell the player before Pokemon.
And that's still above
DLC
mythical.
And then this also presents some interesting things.
At least I made that up on the spot, but like, is it wrong though?
That got reskinned for the
is it wrong?
Release, right? So it's possible that this is a timed exclusive with the map coming back with kind of the Articuno, winter sort of theme attached to it. But
oh yeah, winter's coming up. We might be seeing the Christmas map again. I don't know what button I hit to cause that to happen. I don't know what button could have possibly caused that, but alright, cool. I don't know if you could see that, but that was weird.
It's also possible that this is prepping us for bigger news and a bigger rotation of maps. Now, there's a lot that we know right now that's pretty huge. Oh, I guess I should hit you with this one really quick. Hold on. From Eevee, Miraidon is coming to Pokemon Unite. You can see here Miraidon is coming to Chaos Island, so there's information inside the game that we know Miraidon is now coming to Pokemon Unite. I don't want to say I called it, but...
Oh, don't even. Everyone knew Miraidon was coming to... Do you think they were not going to release the box legendaries of the first open world game? That's like saying we're not eventually going to get, like, the Hisuian starters. That's going to happen. They're not going to give us the actual starters. Well, I mean, they gave us Decidueye, but, like... So what? They're out of the running. Like, you think they're not going to give us Hisuian Samurott over normal Samurott? You're crazy. Or Hisuian Typhlosion? People like Typhlosion, but Hisuian Typhlosion though, that's free. I'll predict that right now. That's not special. We might even get like Hisuian what is it? Wishy-Washy or something? Hisuian Wishy-Washy? What is it called? I can't remember. Basculin? Basculegion. There it is. Basculegion. I got there eventually.
I called it, okay? And Koraidon is coming.
No one is
Mark my
surprised.
words, where they're going to release like Mewtwo, X and Y. Miraidon.
Also, like there was like leaks that a Paldea map was coming out. Like, in what universe did they not include like not only the box legendary, it was also all of the ride Pokemon. You played with that character since like the first hour of the game. Of course, that was coming to this game. Madness.
The game, which means we're going to get more Paldea. So we have Meowscarada coming, then we have Metagross, Magikarp. Why even say Gyarados? Because it's all about Magikarp. And then for Pokemon
Hisuian Typhlosion is cooler. Exactly.
Koraidon coming to Pokemon Unite. They could be testing out.
Like, the only reason they gave us normal Decidueye over Hisuian Decidueye is one, because like they needed like a baseline of characters, and we didn't have a sniper yet, and two, because Hisuian Decidueye is a melee. It's not a sniper. We needed a sniper. Who are they going to add? It's either Decidueye or Inteleon. Those are like the two biggest snipers in all of Pokemon. And, Inteleon was new, so I guess they didn't want to make it weak like they did with Decidueye.
This multi-map
also, Sword and Shield starters are like the least popular of all the starters.
Not only because of them simply bringing Remote Stadium back, that being a map that they played around with before, we could see this information come into Pokemon Unite in that version. So
it's technically the second Pokemon to get after the starter. Well, I mean, you have an entire route before him. It can be the second Pokemon you get, but... Actually, no, because you get the starter, and then I'm pretty sure Nemona forces you to get a Pokemon. I think it forces you to learn how to catch one. Otherwise, like, she won't let you keep going. So I think it's technically the third or later, depending on how much you want to farm Route 1 or Route 0. You can kill it? Oh, can you? I never thought to try that. That's a good point. That's also hilarious. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she mentions that she's bad at catching them to make you feel better. I totally forgot about that.
Paldeamon in another file. I think.
This was leaked a long time ago by El Chico Eevee. And that's just like, what are all these? Why are all these in the files? I wonder. Like, it was obviously we were gonna get a Paldea map. Like, Skeleturge and Quaquaval both being in. With, suggests that we were going to get them as playable Pokemon, but there was always a chance that they could be background mon, hence why, no one really took it too seriously. But, Lechonk and Oikalone, obviously that means that we're gonna have a map, and obviously they're gonna be farm, right? Like, that wasn't a question. Also, there's, like, because there's no way in heck they're gonna make this Pokemon a playable mon. I say that, Cramorant happened, so you never know, but still. Like, it's gonna be farm. It's gonna be farm. These two, it could... If they were gonna be background Pokemon, it would be strange to have all three forms of them. But, you know, you also have to remember that places like Shiver City have, like, holograms of you know, like, the lower versions that don't actually appear in the game. You know, like, Cleffa is in there, Igglybuff is in there. You can't play as those, and they don't show up anywhere else, but, you know, like, their model would still be in the files. Same thing with, like, Driftloon and stuff. Magnemite, or the cameras in Thea Sky Ruins, you know, like, they could theoretically be elsewhere. They don't have to be playable Pokemon. But you would expect them to probably add the Paldeamon. You never know.
If I'm guessing what the most likely version of this is, we're skipping a ton of boost emblems. They're not going in order anymore, and we're going to land in Paldea for our boost emblems. They're going to release on Pokemon Day. But it's also possible that we see not only these boost emblems coming to the game, not only these Paldean Pokemon coming to the game, but we see a reskin of the map, or these Paldean that our boost emblems they're going to release on Pokemon Day. But it's also possible that we see not only these boost emblems coming to the game, not only these Paldean Pokemon coming to the game, but we see a reskin of the map, or
Mimikyu is so
not a reskin of Remote Stadium at all, and we have a 3-map rotation inside of Ranked, which
would be fun.
So freaking cool.
That would be really fun.
Know who they throw in the center of it. I would love to hear from you in the comments where you think, or what Pokemon you think they would put in the center of the map. You know, if it had a similar feel. I would love it if it had a different feel, like it had 2 objectives or something to fight over. But it seems like they could be prepping us for a multi-map rotation, and that means we could be having a Paldean map drop inside of Pokemon Unite. I think all of this would converge right around Pokemon Day. They have the big event. It seems like the Chinese release is getting very close. It's all kind of connected, especially with some of that information that we saw earlier about Miraidon, Crydon.
Oh, is it going to release?
Video about all of this. So
let's go.
It's very, very likely that we see a lot of Paldean themed things, and it could come to our map. And we could
put Pidoof in. Hold on, what happened? Skelligers and Quaquavilli has red and blue buff. That would be so dirty. That would be so dirty. We would never recover. That would be so... To put starters as the buffs, that would be awful. That would be awful. Can you imagine just like Grovyle? Just like Grovyle and like Feraligatr are red and blue. That would be awful. Yeah, I'm a new producer letter. Alright, I'll take a look at it after the myriad of videos that I have. Huge news. Ooh, exciting. Put another Miraidon as the center objective. I mean, they did it in Boss Rush, where you can fight Zacian with Zacian, even though that breaks literally every vague idea of lore that has ever existed. And also, at this point, pretty much just confirms that, like, spin-off games can do whatever the fuck they want. Hence why most of them are better than the actual games at this point. Unfortunate.
But a 3-map rotation inside of Ranked, which I think would be so sick. And before I leave you, I didn't have a great place to...
I also didn't notice up until this point, but Twitch chat is currently broken. But also this is a React stream, so that's not a huge issue. I might leave it broken. But I'll at least try to fix it. Didn't work. Oh well. Oh well, this is a React stream anyway, who cares? You know? It's broken, it's broken. So well, so what? Model random so we can get Baltoy's 2-min objective. That would be so silly. Lore don't exist, we can have 2 Mewtwo's. I mean, true, but also, like, 2 Mewtwo's exist in, like, the movies. 2 Mewtwo's exist in, like... I think they exist in the comics, too. And 2 Mewtwo's exist in the spin-offs, apparently. I mean, heck, a lot more than 2 exist in the spin-offs. Like, Pokemon Cafe makes, there are gonna be dozens of those sons of guns. Who knows? Maybe it makes sense, maybe it don't. Alright, at least this way I think I can see chat live without pausing every 2 seconds. Alright, what's up?
put this inside of another video, but I did want to talk about the fact that Meowscarada is coming to the game as a free event. So Eevee talks about this, the free Meowscarada event. During the event, you collect petals in 4 colors to obtain the Unite license.
Yay!
During the event, by completing challenge missions,
It's free!
in each of the 4 colors, you will automatically obtain the Unite license. Missions for collecting petals are unlocked in multiple stages. New missions will be unlocked from the specified time once all missions from the previous stage are completed and the awards are claimed. By obtaining each color of petals, you can obtain a Unite license without completing missions. So just like the Mewtwo.
Interesting, with 1 Aeos gem. Without completing any missions.
Cave and the Zacian Cave, you could pay to get the license early if you would.
This is probably placeholder.
Like, after the event ends, leftover petals will be converted into Aeos tickets at a conversion rate of 2 to 3. So there you go. For the first time in a little while, I guess not a little while, because both Mewtwo's were actually free with an event. Zacian was free with an event, but this is a Pokemon that is not a legendary Pokemon. This is a starter Pokemon from Paldea.
To be fair, though, it started out with Pokemon being free, right? Serena was a free Pokemon. I think there was another one after that was free. Mew was a free, but that's mythical, but that's also legendary. But I think there was one other normal Pokemon that was also free. Let me quickly just scroll through. I have Unite open. No, I do not, but oh well. I'll open it real quick. Zera? Yeah, Zera was also free. Still a mythical, but like DLC mythical, so less mythical. My own opinion. Random tier list that I made up for no reason. I already said Serena, yeah. Serena was the original free Pokemon. To my knowledge, was the first one. I don't think Dragonite was free. I'm pretty sure you had to buy it. Hence, you know, like, hence it being broken was kind of like under the rug for a while. And then was even worse. Slowbro, I mean, well, yeah, it came with the game. Slowbro comes with the game, just like Venusaur. And technically Ninetales, Cinder, and Greninja if you don't suck. Desi is free for new players. Is it? That's crazy. I guess they do have to keep introducing more free Pokemon. Let me check the list of Pokemon that exist. Which, I swear there was another one that was free. Before it started being legendaries, mostly. I guess I could just skip to the own section, because obviously I would have had it. If it was free. Not Blastoise, not Guardy. Not Blissey. Not... Was Greedent free? I don't think so. Ammo wasn't free. No. Not you. Hoopa was a mythical. Legendary? Hoopa's a mythical, I think. But I think I was thinking of Hoopa. Was Greedent free? Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Greedent. It might have been. I feel like he might have been free, but I can't remember. Hoopa is mythical. I think it was like Serena, then Greedent. I think. The Halloween event? Yeah, I remember, because that's when people were really confused, and that's when, that one dude used to actually still make Pokemon Unite content. I don't know if he does anymore. I've never gotten his videos as recommended. Ever since. Yeah, it was Serena, and then it was Greedent in the Halloween event where people were worried you wouldn't be able to get everything. And then they added more things later. Probably they were intending to the whole time, now that we've seen how that has went from then on. But, you know, like, then they added more stuff and you could get everything for free. Yeah, so Serena was free, then Greedent was free, and then it was like Hoopa and Mew, and then all the legendaries. And it started with Zera, technically, but Zera was more of like a 1.0 gift. So, like, kinda, but not really.
This thing is free with an event, which
so,
is actually...
So,
really
normal
cool.
Pokemon used to be free.
Come to the game who are free through events. So they reward players for playing a lot of Pokemon Unite.
I don't know how popular Greedent is, but, you know, like, it seems like all of they were popular. Oh, hey, I fixed the chat. Let's go.
Are getting the Pokemon early, great. And then if people are just playing the game totally free to play, they can also unlock those Pokemon. I think that would be a strong direction for them to move forward with a lot of the releases inside the game, because it sort of rewards both audiences, right? It rewards the pay-to-play players who are, you know, the ones funding the game. You want to give them something for the money that they're contributing to the game. And then it rewards the free-to-play players who are playing a lot of this game and keeping the game active and exciting. I think that's actually a pretty cool solution to getting a lot of players playing and also rewarding people who want to spend money inside the game. There are other leaks.
I wasn't listening. What idea was this?
Just playing the game, totally free to play. They could also come to the game who are free through events. So they reward players for playing a lot.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I think that's an amazing way to do it. And then if you want to have it, which they already essentially have inside the game, if you want to have it where people who are shelling out real Do-Re-Mi are getting the Pokemon early, great. And then if people are just playing the game totally free to play, they can also unlock those Pokemon. The game, you want to give them something for the money that they're contributing to the game, and then it rewards the free-to-play leaks that El Chico Eevee's talked about. Oh, one that I think is cool that I do want to show you. So here are some of the hollowware.
Ooh, new Mewtwo skin! Yay! Hey, Dragapult skin. Oh, these are the ones in the Discord, right? Not all of them, but some of them are in there. We'll look over that later. The Mewtwo skin isn't there. Or maybe it is and I just missed it. It's hard to tell. No, doesn't look like it. Cool though.
Coming to the game, we have the Dark Lord style Mewtwo's from the Battle Pass. We have the Dark Magician style for Dragapult and Sableye, which is pretty interesting.
Koopa skins, yeah, because I haven't seen them yet. I haven't looked at them. There's a Koopa skin? Wait, there's Googer skin? There's a Googer skin! Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'll look at that later. Should I look at it now? No, I'll look at it later.
Style Zero.
Later.
We've got some holiday style, some New Year style. This Blastoise and Wiggly. I believe the New Year style is for the membership. We have the Phantom Thief, Meowscarada, and Metagross.
DM both of them to you. Do it.
And Inteleon, all with the Phantom Thief. And we have different shading for a few.
Oh, there it is. Phantom Thief, Meowscarada
style Lucario, which I think will look pretty sick. I think one of the most exciting things about seeing this is that when you see that you've got a nice piece of hollowware for Dragapult coming, that could lead me to believe that they're actually going to take a look at someone like Dragapult and they're going to go, okay, can we...
I would love some Dragapult buffs, baby. I would love to have an attacker that is not Mew or Mewtwo that I can play.
Tune this thing up.
I mean, I guess I play Glaceon,
but
not often.
For so long, it doesn't need huge buffs, but just a slight little tuning here or there could really be exciting for Dragapult. So again, a ton of stuff. The thing I really wanted to talk about, of course, was the new map in Paldea, Miraidon coming to the game. But there's just so much exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you very much. I'll see you.
Joker or Morgana would be hilariously beautiful. I can't imagine them doing that unless it was a mod. I don't think that they would make a Persona crossover. That would be really funny though. Maybe if they had dances and taunts, maybe sooner or later they'll actually add like cameos as taunts. That's a really popular way for a lot of free to play games to make money, is to have like crossovers with other games. So I could see that happening in the future if the Chinese beta ever comes to global. I could absolutely see us getting dances that have like Morgana showing up, or taunts that like have you like putting on the mask or something. My Blaziken to hit the gritty. This ain't Fortnite. I know we make jokes, but it ain't Fortnite. I hope. You stole my shit.
Nerf Miraidon. Yeah, I mean, they need to nerf it already.
No, don't nerf Miraidon. Miraidon's cool and I like it. I like Miraidon. I like Miraidon better than Koraidon. Unpopular opinion. I can't resist. I have to look at the skins. I have to. I can't resist. Alright, hold on. That's interesting. Alright. Noted. That's a... Oh, is this not... Oh, never mind. It very much is, but that is messed up. Can I fix that real quick? Because that bothers me. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just not allowed to fix that. Oh. Well, alright then. That's odd. Hold on. Professional streamer. Nope, that doesn't, That's weird. There's just a black bar on the right. That just doesn't exist. Apparently that's just something with Discord. That has nothing to do with me. Weird. Alright, well, never mind. Whatever. We'll just call that good enough for now. Alright, so let's take a look at the... Oh my god, I love him! Look, it's Magician! I summon you, Dark Magician! Look, it's so cool! I love that. It's just filled with purple. I love it. My favorite color. I love it. You're mad at Blaziken being all-rounder than Speedster because he has speed boost passive skill. Well, I mean, to be fair, they added that skill later. He didn't originally have that skill. Dragapult should have been Speedster, not Attacker. I mean, at least maybe then it would be a little more powerful. That's not true. Speedsters are usually terrible. They usually get buffed into oblivion, is what happens. Well, I guess it's more of like a 50-50. Dragapult should have been melee. That would have been wild. The gun Pokemon. I'm gonna stab you. It's like an ASDF joke. That would be wild, making it a Speedster melee as a literal gun. That's hilarious. T-Tower and Metagross should have been defenders, not all-rounders. Nah, then they can't do the damage. T-Tower gotta do the damage. Let me see. Let's keep dreaming. I love this skin so much. I feel like this is a straight 10 out of 10. I love all of the greebles everywhere. I love the design of this. You know, like it has like moving parts. It has the extra hat with talisman symbols and more greebles. On top of this, it's a nice pose. The only thing I would be missing from this is like something on the tail, but there is the ring that does have an embellishment on it as well. So like maybe a 9. If I were stretching it, maybe a 9. But it would be like a 9.6. This is a great skin. I love this skin. I'm so glad one of my mains got a really good skin. You deserve Weavile Speedster. I need it. It's for me. Lethal Company is hilarious. I'm not sure what that means. Light blue, sky or gray, brown, girl. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be any better than all the other ones. The poop season would be pretty funny though. Let's be real. Oh my gosh, I love this Meowscarada skin so much. Is it me, or is this totally like a My Mask from Sailor Moon or something? It's also very Balan Wonderworld again. How many Balan Wonderworld skins are we gonna get? I didn't think we were gonna get 1, let alone 2. It's the wrong color, but like still. Yeah, buying skins without gems is always fun. Well, I know it's the game Lethal Company, but I don't know anything about it. I don't play that game. I don't know nothing about it. And look at the Goodra skin. Oh my gosh, I forgot to rate the Meowscarada because I was too excited. There's not that much to it realistically when you look at it, but it does look very nice. It does look very nice. It leaves me wanting for something. Again, like the bottom half is just bare. The leaves are just bare. The hands are bare. Right? It leaves me wanting. So I'll give it a 7. But what is here is very good. You know, like they added like the clutch or the latch in the center with a nice gem on it. You know, like the nice pink belt to go with their eyes. You know, like the pink ribbon on the hat to make it look like a JoJo character. Doesn't this look like Caesar's like thing? It looks like it to me. And it also matches the eyes. I love that they accented it like that. Blue goes well with the green. Pink matches the eyes and the little neck scruff. So I like that quite a bit. So a game where you try and find trash to sell. I'm a trash man. I hate trash. I love this skin. Look at it. It's adorable. It's adorable. I wish it had a slightly different color, but this isn't so bad. And it very much fits in with the holiday theme. It's a very cozy, like muted green, like not something too powerful, right? Which is nice because otherwise it would clash with like the bright green, bright purple, bright, you know, like, well, sort of muted, but you know, like a bright pink Gujo's already a very powerful color on its own. So just like having the holiday red everywhere, the bells of the ears, I fucking love that. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Let's go. The bells are gonna have jiggle physics. Let's go. You get like the nice bright golden rose on the center with an ornament. The dress like actually covers most of the character. That never happens. They never actually put cloth on the Pokemon. Don't quote that. Right? Like, this is so cute. I love it. You know, so we have a nice neck embellishment, a hat, something on the bells. The dress reaches all the way to the tail, so it's not leaving anything to be desired. Like, the muted green could be a little bit better, but it fits with the holiday. It's like a holiday-themed one, so, like, if we got a reskin of this, it would be, like, perfect. I want to give this, like, 9.8. Almost purely out of bias. Just because the color could be a little less meh. Like, but also, like, it had to be red and green, right? So, like, the red, green, gold, and white is perfect. It had to be green, but, like, it could have been a bit more of, like, a pine green. It didn't have to be, like, this pale, but I think it's fine. Excuse me. Zeroskin, and he looks like a character out of a German fairy tale. Hansel, is das du's? Is that you, Hansel? It looks like this. It kind of reminds me of the starter outfit from Scarlet Violet. It's got like the big poofy hat in one color. It's got like plaid shorts and like an open belly like mini shirt, mini t-shirt. Like it looks like a schoolboy. It's kind of cute though. You got to admit, he's kind of cute though. Does he have a backpack? I can't tell because of the suspenders. It doesn't look like he has a backpack, but if he had one, this would be top tier. As it stands, he does look really cute. This actually complements him really well. There's like little polka buttons on the side, like gold trim for no reason, or like gold embellishments for no reason. There's like the little greebles, the arrows connecting it, the belt buckles on the suspenders, and the tie. And, like, there's actually a lot going on this, and it's a miracle. Most of the character is covered, right? They didn't just do the shirt and the pants. They did both. With suspenders to tie it together and the hat. Like, they're actually putting clothes on the clothes. The holoware actually covers something. It's a miracle. Don't quote that either. So I actually quite like this. I think I would rate this like a low 8. Almost like a 7.8, but I think I would... Between like 7.8 and 8.2. So we'll average it to 8. Like 8.0, exactly. To perfectly suit Zera players, always trying to learn. And always getting schooled. And also we have the little Gretel Glaceon to go along with it, I guess. Who put you in a danger? What a wild sentence out of nowhere. What a wild sentence. It's kind of plain. It's just one big brown splotch with some lace, which is nice. There's a couple of ribbons to try and make it not so, you know, like basic. Some white ones on the sides, some brown ones on the frill. The bib has, you know, like a nice red one with the logo. It's something. I appreciate it. There was effort. I'm not sure what they could have really added to it, but it's definitely missing something. Maybe like little something on the ears. Maybe something on the paws. You know, like maybe they could have added like gloves. That would have been very cute. It would have been very cute for them to have like gloves. or something like that. Maybe have like a duster in a pocket somewhere. Assuming this is trying to be a maid. The brown really throws me off here. And it's probably one of the worst parts of this. If it was like black and they actually went full maid outfit, at least it would have been semi-Victorian, semi-Gothic in its aesthetic. As it stands, brown. It looks vaguely like those like old parkas that people have in like the northern Europe to survive the snowy winter. Like, why? Why is it brown? Like, who took a poop on Glaceon? Who's done this? I don't understand it. I appreciate what it's doing. I give it a 6. Work was done. Work was done. At least it doesn't look bad. This is a very good set of skins as opposed to normal. Normally, the skins that we get are kinda... You know what I'm saying? These are the same ones. Normally, the skins we get are kinda or like we're like 50-50. This only has like one bad one. Even like the bad one with Zera is still pretty good. So that's pretty dope. I appreciate that. Very hyped for those skins. Those are very good skins. Which is an excellent contrast to like the current what is it? Like, what do they call it? Membership? The current membership skin? Yeah, they just call it membership, generically. Unite Club membership. Oh, the club skin. Oh. I'm gonna finish reacting to this. If you're still playing after, I'll play. Yeah, the club skin is Venusaur's holiday skin, and it is exactly as bad as all of the other skins. It's exactly as bad. I don't even want to bother showing it to you, because it's that bad. I could describe it to you in like 5 words or less. Santa hat, stocking. That's it. That's it. 3 words. Santa hat, stocking, backpack. So like 5 if you call backpack 2 words. 4 if you count it 1. 4 words, under 5, Santa hat, stocking, backpack. That's it. That's the whole skin. It's exactly as disappointing as you would think. The stocking has a bit of holly, which is like the bare minimum for a stocking to not be boring. So, bare minimum. Congratulations. You tried to steal money.
Hi traders, how's it going? We have some leaks from our secret leaker, just a quick disclaimer.
Let me get an idea of now we've got the Mewtwo skin, look at it! That's baller, dude! That's fucking baller! Dude! That's so cool. I'm playing Mewtwo now because of this battle pass. It's got the drip, dude. He looks like a Lich Lord or something from like World of Warcraft. This looks like a fantasy final boss. Like a character you would find at the top of a tower as like a Necromancer or something. It's awesome. This is awesome. It's a shame that they don't have like a hat or something, but I mean, Mewtwo doesn't really seem the type to wear hats. And also, look at that cape. Look at that cape. That's fantastic. It looks like something straight out of like a German fairy tale again, but in the other direction. Instead of it really being like scary and boring, it's like this massive monster like mage in like a specialized suit, or like a German general. Just mainly because of the black and red. But you know, that's generally what you think of with like German like armor and stuff. I always think of like black and red. Look at it, it's awesome. It's got like a bolted strip down the middle with like almost like a furred texture. It's got like a sick buckle like with wings of glory, and like another latch or like another necklace beneath that. You know, like the swooping strips of cloth going all across it, the huge flowing cape in the background, chains on the center with like a big badge on like the neckerchief. That's awesome. And it even has like socks. They didn't just end it at like the clothes, right? It even has like stuff for the legs. They never put stuff on the limbs ever. Like, look at the skins that we just saw. Well, don't look at them because like they're not here. But like, none of them have anything for the limbs unless it's like a full coat. And even then, the sleeves end like halfway. You know what? I will show you because like I can demonstrate it to you right here. Like, look. You know, like this is a wizard robe, and it still ends at the wrists. That's ridiculous. They would go past the wrists, right? This has like nothing for the arms at all. You know, like this is a full-on robe that like covers the whole body, and it ends at the elbow. Like he doesn't even get sleeves. He gets collars for his shoulders. There's nothing on the limbs, not even the ears or the tail. They never put stuff on the limbs, and Mewtwo gets like leggings or something, or like socks. That's amazing. Don't question who I bust a nut to. It is I who nuts to that. Don't judge me. That's an actual that's an actual emote that I have available. I would put it in the Discord, but I'm currently like hovered over the skin, so I can't show off when I'm actually typing. The Sableye skin is like, I swear that's a recolor. Let me check real quick, but because I'm pretty sure that's a recolor. Zerko trading. Let me select Sableye from the skin thing. No, it's not a recolor. It's just all his skins look the same, just like Serena. It looks a lot like his... Does it give me a name? Noble style? Yeah, it's Noble style. It looks a lot like Noble style. But it is not. It is different. I know you are, but what am I? It's basic, you know, it's a lot like a lot of the Battle Pass skins for like the like level 1 reward. It exists. It's like a 4. Like the color is not the best. There's minimal like accessories. Like the latch for the cloak is nice. There's like one line on the actual straps to try and make them look interesting. There's something on the back, but I can't see it from where I stand. It looks like just a gem to end like the cloak, and then a tassel. It's something, but I wouldn't even say they tried. Also, look at the border on this. It is beautiful. Like, the border on this is beautiful. So like I give it like a 4. And it's not worthless. Effort was put in, but I wouldn't say they tried. They were on the clock, and it shows. Not great.
But he's not even getting buffed. Are they going to buff him again? Did they nerf him?
I hope they fucking buff Mewtwo just to feel the pain of people. Just to feel the pain of all the people who despise it. I hope they buff it.
Just a tiny bit to buff him massively later?
That would be so good.
Oh, it's like...
Oh my god, we get the cutscene?
What is it, like a dark magician?
He's like a necromancer, that's awesome!
Oh my gosh. Does the Megas also get this?
That's
Wait,
awesome, he gets like...
Megas oh my god, look at this backing animation.
The recall!
This is
Oh my, I'm getting this skin.
I wonder if
I'm getting it, I don't care.
Easily for that back animation.
I don't care.
Look at the running pattern as well. Oh my god, this is flashy.
That's so
this is dark
pretty.
and flashy. Okay, then we have Sableye.
Oh my god, that's so pretty. And then there's Sableye, no one cares.
Maybe this one.
Ooh, the clothes are actually pretty good too. You get to look like a Transylvanian lord or something, or a vampire. Oh, it's Vampire Mewtwo! It's Dark Mage Vampire Mewtwo. Let's go. That's such a cool idea. Glad I thought of it. That's awesome. Vampire Mewtwo, let's go.
Stickers as well. A new frame Oh, that's really cool.
And the frame is
Wow.
pretty.
I was not expecting Mewtwo for the next battle pass. That
might be my new frame, honestly.
It actually looks really good though. Like the effects and everything look insane.
Looks
I'm really into
fantastic.
that.
Look at this cutscene.
But oh my
That's
gosh, I just wasn't expecting Mewtwo.
fabulous.
For the question of the day, trainers, who would you like to win the next battle pass? I really love to know. But Mewtwo has such a huge pick rate, and maybe they want to like, I don't know, like go off by that, like try and grab as many people who would buy this battle pass because Mewtwo's really popular. So also
I am Vladimir.
Okay, so we can talk
You
about
may call
another
me
as well, which is very
Dracula.
important. If you weren't aware, a lot of
That's
creators,
awesome.
myself, other creators, we
I am
talk about
Vladimir.
Tropius coming to the game. A lot of people are excited for Tropius as well.
You may call
Tropius is
me
a really cool
Dracula.
looking Pokemon. Tropius is a grass and flying type. I would have really loved to see this in Pokemon Unite. However, it seems sadly that this may have been scrapped, which happens quite often in leakers thingers. So huge shout out to RHL for keeping us up to date. They have shared. By the way, I don't think Tropius will make its appearance anymore. I just keep naming him sometimes for the memes that he never appeared, but he doesn't seem like he will join for now, even as a mob. So that's really sad. Looks like Tropius is not going to be coming into the game, and it is really, you know, maybe it'll be like a Clefable thing, because Clefable was also in Pokemon Unite earlier, and then actually wasn't released with Unite, but then was leaked later. But who knows? I think Tropius would have been probably a great supporter or defender. I'm not sure if I remember its stats correctly. The second thing,
I wouldn't be surprised if they're planning on making Tropius a defender, and because we're having so many troubles with other defenders, and also we got like 6 defenders over the course of a year, they probably just don't want to make a new one. They're just like, alright, next year, no defenders. Just none. No more defenders. Scrap it, save it for later. No more defenders. I hope so. Gosh, I hope so. Please no more defenders. Please no more. I'm sick of them. They're all broken.
so I've shared these images on my last leak video, which I also got from my anonymous leaker. So I got shared these images. The first image here, we have this cone ability with stars coming out in the Lucario. And then the second ability, we have this move where it looks like it's spinning in a circle and slashing everything around it. And then the third ability, we have this big ginormous circle that's...
Oh, wow, okay. Pulling a real Inteleon on that one, combined with, like, Leafeon. This is an interesting combination. That'd be a weird Pokemon. It's using, like, physical moves, but this looks like range. I guess it could be, like, Urshifu time.
It's like a dark blue.
You can't control my nut.
Sure. And I had no idea who this was. I had no idea who this could be. But in the comments, you trainers really did the Lord's work. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed, but you guys are really smart. Unlike someone here, and that someone is me. So a lot of you think it's likely going to be Metagross. And Metagross has been leaked beforehand by RHL Eevee. While we don't have any files or like images to share at the moment, this may be the first pictures we get for Metagross. So I have no idea.
Metagross is already out. I have like the video. Well, not out, but you know, like there's footage of him already. You can look up like Spraggles or Teeds or whatever. I'm sure they've both covered it. Chico Eevee has videos on it, obviously. You can look them up on YouTube. You'll find it. It's not hard. Gameplay is already out for that, so that's not a big deal. Gameplay is already out for Meowscarada. Meowscarada has officially been announced in game with 5 days. In 5 days it will release. They've also noted that there will be maintenance of some kind. Did they say maintenance? Let me check. That's the wrong one. Okay. A game update is planned to occur on December 4th at like late in the day. So like probably early tomorrow. Or I guess they usually translate this and adjust the time. So roughly probably around 2 a.m. on December 4th, or I guess 2 a.m. on December 5th. Probably. And then after that, we will get Meowscarada. Meowscarada will come out in 5 days, which is very appreciated in the dailies. The next Pokemon to join the fray is Meowscarada is coming to Eos Island. Meowscarada vaya to Islando Eos. Is Islando? I don't remember. Not important. But so that's also confirmed and coming out soon. Finally, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this.
To play Meowscarada because I'm specifically excited to play Sprigatito or Spaghetti, or if I have to
Spaghetti.
try to accent, Sprigatito.
Spaghetti.
But that's going to be a very fun addition into
I hope she brought lots of spaghetti
as well. That was also I don't know, just the releases like Blaziken, Mimikyu, Meowscarada, such awesome picks for Pokemon Unite. Really love that. And then for Pokemon Day, it is said that Koraidon and Miraidon are coming to Pokemon Unite as well. Koraidon is probably going to be an all-rounder in my opinion, and Miraidon is maybe an attacker. I probably will play more Miraidon than Koraidon because I love Miraidon and I also love attackers. I do want to get more into all-rounders, so I would. Koraidon
I've not heard any knowledge of these things. I would be shocked if Miraidon was not an attacker. Koraidon fits the spitting image of an all-rounder, which they have also been loving adding constantly. I can't see it as a supporter at all. I can't see it as a defender much. Speedster could happen, because let's be honest, they are literally ride Pokemon. Their whole point is that they're motorcycles. So I could easily see both of them being speedsters. I imagine Miraidon is going to be special and ranged, and they, after Gengar, they really don't like special speedsters. They really don't like them. So attacker is my knowledge, but that doesn't mean they're not trying new things all the time. I could see it happening. The burst damage Miraidon has available could very well put them in a speedster, but you never know.
And then the last Pokemon that is just my own personal theory is that, I don't know, I just have a feeling that they kind of tease Empoleon a little bit in their Chinese leaks. So just based on like the plushies they used in these and all, that's all. But yeah, I think Empoleon could be a possible choice. I don't know. That's just my own theory. There's nothing on the ground.
You just want that to happen. There's no evidence.
Says that Empoleon is coming. And then before I end this video, the last thing I would like to say is that there has been some discussion about the Pokemon Unite China release versus like the global release. And I have made a few jokes about, wow, Pokemon Unite is really putting all their resources into the Chinese global release. I will say that I don't think that's true.
Honestly, it feels like they've been putting more resources into the game. If you look at it, you know, like, we haven't gotten any boost emblems in a long time. We haven't gotten any, like, small updates in a long time. They've just been pumping everything into like, new characters just all the time. We haven't gotten new maps, new events, nothing. Right? I mean, we've gotten some, but, like, less than half of what we normally get. And so, like, it feels like they're really pumping it all into, like, new characters. And potentially, like, the Chinese version, so... Honestly, it feels like we've been getting more than ever. And also balance patches. We've been getting way more balance patches, which is great. It's amazing.
That they are putting all their, you know, I'm not saying the same team that's working on Pokemon Unite is the same team working on Pokemon Unite China version. There are many different teams, companies just have this whole thing that they do. And we just had a recent patch in Pokemon Unite that looked very promising as well. Like, it was just a patch that came out of nowhere. And, you know, Pokemon Unite's really bad with their patches. They don't come out that often. But this one came out and there's a lot of changes that we weren't expecting. I will say that it's very unlikely that the things that are in the Chinese server will come to global. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is very, very unlikely because they do tend to change the games up in China versions of any game quite a lot for China's standards or for what they want for the Chinese audience. What I think is clear is that they are putting a lot of effort in the Chinese version, which makes sense because it's going to be like a whole new release in China. It does still feel like they're neglecting the global version.
Pokemon the Zex update is a terrifying sentence.
A lot of times when these Pokemon are running crazily,
that would go such a long time to get these changes. That would be wild.
Some events just a little bit low effort. It does feel neglectful. So I do hope that they do put a lot more effort and resources into the global version as well, just as much as they're putting into China version, and to keep that consistency up. That is what I think. But in regards to like teams, I have no idea. I can't say, but I do believe that there are two separate teams for these.
All right, that's effectively everything of value in this. Anything I've missed? No. All right, that's effectively everything there. What's this? Hey, it's the battle pass. Look at it. It's so good. That's so cool. Vladimir. You may call me Dracula. I love that. I love that. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Transylvanian Pokemon. But oh, that's so cool. Oh, the ult is red too. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. That's gonna be the battle pass skin as well, so it's not even expensive. Let's go. It's only like 490 gems, which I guess is like $5, but still. Or I guess that's like 10? Yeah, it's about 10, I think. Nah, not important. It's cool. Sheesh. This looks like Fire Emblem, doesn't it? Oh, maybe that's why I think it looks German, because like Fire Emblem is based a lot on like Norse and like Northern European stuff, Northern and Eastern European. There's a lot of like Norse stuff and a lot of like Norse mythology and stuff like that. Maybe that's where it's coming from. It's not necessarily German, but like in the ballpark, right? You know, like it's practically the same region. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, and you get a hair dye. Isn't that nice? Pink. You get bubblegum pink. Just in case. Fake leaks. No. Not the fake leaks. Naughty monkey. Alright. Joke over. Oh lord. That music will get on my nerves if that is sped up for too long. Alright, so here's like Masquerada's stats and stuff. So what is the passive for Masquerada? You can wait. Wait. When it goes to half HP, it goes invisible for a short time. Man, they really are increasing the power of these of these passives over time. The power creep is strong. Movement speed, damage increase. It recovers HP. Interesting. Does it say how long this lasts? No. It says for a short time, so... I assume it's probably going to be similar to Glaceon. So not super powerful, but just disappearing is pretty helpful for all the sure hit. Set amount of time passes, basic attack is boosted, so it's over time. Leap at opposing Pokemon and deal extra damage. Ooh. I love a chasing boosted. Very nice. And then it has like the... Spanish version. Leafage. Just deal damage and increase movement speed. It's based on like short range. Too far. Way too far. On claws, sharpen skills when moving, increasing speed and damage. Nice. Okay. Fire trick. Places a bomb. Bomb can be detonated if move is used again. Okay, so you can detonate it at will. They just never did it. That's way more useful. That's so good to know. When it explodes, it deals damage based on percentage of HP the opposing Pokemon has lost. So it is an execute, which makes sense because you get it back if you get a kill. As a firebomb, the explosion's area of effect is increased and it deals increased damage. Interesting. So you want to put it on them and then hit them. The user knocks out an opposing Pokemon. Cooldown is reset. And increases area of effect and movement speed when the plus. Which is probably going to be like level 11. Truco Floar. Nice slash. The user throws slashing waves, dealing damage and applying a mark. Basic attacks have an increased crit rate on marks. Deals damage. The move's cooldown is reduced and recovers HP. Increases critical hit rate and HP recovery. So this is more like a sustained move, and the other is like a burst option. This is probably going to be used more if they have like all-rounders and stuff, or supporters. The other one's going to be used a lot more if they have a lot of attackers and speedsters and squishies. I imagine Night Slash is probably not going to be the better move. Just at a guess. Double Team, always good for those sure hits. As the user create an illusory copy of itself while dashing to befuddle opposing Pokemon. Used again, swaps places with the illusory copy. Always very helpful for movement. When the swap happens, or illusory copies here, HP drops to 0. Flower petals are scattered, dealing damage and leaving them unable to act. So it's a stun. Interesting. I don't remember it being a stun. Increases the amount of time, decreases damage taken. Todo equipo. Trailblaze has the user leap to the designated location, which seems very strong. Dealing damage, leaving them stunned. Ooh, stunned. So they're both stuns. Interesante. User hits, basic attack speed and movement speed increase. Very nice. In tall grass, the move's range increases. Oh. And it's reset when you get a kill. So this is another like squishy move. So you want to play Flower Trick Trailblaze if they have a lot of squishy Pokemon. That's probably going to be good against like Inteleon if it does enough damage. Because if it does enough damage, you can just kill Inteleon before the liquidation kills you. Which would be very nice. So his cooldown is reset. Grants the user a shield when this move is used at the upgrade. Ooh. His attack speed and movement speed increased. Very nice. Floral Flourish. Very nice. Instantly to the designated location. So it's like a kind of like a Leafeon, but faster, one would assume. So more like a Charizard ult. Whirlwind the flowers, continually dealing damage. I also know that with eject button it changes the direction you move, so that's very useful on this Pokemon. Using this move cannot use other attacks and the move can be cancelled. Oh, you can cancel it! That's helpful. Alright. And here is some gameplay. I'm not going to go over that because I've seen it myself already, and you know. I'm more interested in like the next couple of characters that have been leaked. We've got Gyarados! What a wild character. I didn't honestly expect it to happen, but Spraggles be winning. Spraggles be winning right now. So we've got Flail and Splash. Has the user flail about, dealing damage. The lower the user's remaining HP, the more damage this move deals. It's an execute, so I imagine this character is going to be pretty bad until it evolves. Hopefully it is a level 4 evolution, and it's just really, really weak. That would be really funny. Or it could be a T-Tar where it evolves at like level 6, but then like you're just busted. That was pretty hard to balance for T-Tar, but it's Gyarados. You know, like it's got the same star power. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's practically like on the same level as Dragonite. It's practically a pseudo in the eyes of the people. Also, let's be honest, Dratini, Dragonair, Gyarados looks like way more sense. Magikarp to Dragonite also kind of makes sense, right? So like, those are reasonable things. It's practically a pseudo. It even gets Dragon type when you get the Mega. Magikarp is a pass. Just doesn't want the fish job, unfortunate. As the user jump to the designated location, a maximum of 3 uses can be kept in reserve for this move. Oh, that makes sense! Splash is a dash! That makes sense. Mega is Dark type. Is it Dark type? I thought it was Dragon. Damn. Maybe I'm thinking of Charizard. Could be. Could be. Water Dark. Really? Crazy. I could have sworn the Mega could fly. Wait, no. The normal Gyarados can fly. Just in... Isn't it... Is it water flying? That can't be right. I'm crazy. I must be crazy. What's the normal Gyarados? You know what? Never mind. Whatever. Never mind. Water flying? It is water flying. What? It's a bird. Hey, yo. To Water Dark. Crazy. I could have sworn that it was a Charizard. I could have sworn that it got Dragon. That's crazy. I say, staring at the page where it uses Dragon Breath. Did you not see it fly in Arceus? I'm pretty sure I did, which is why I thought it was water flying. I was pretty sure that just normal Gyarados can fly. Although, to be fair, like, the majority of Gyarados do just swim. They are fish. There's just, like... I don't know if there's more than one, but there is one, like, specific one that is, like, coded to fly in a circle. Because that game had terrible render distance and they couldn't fly in real time. Dragon Breath. User exhale a mighty gust, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and leaving them paralyzed. Oh, it's a stun! Damn. User hits an opposing Pokemon, the user's basics are boosted. Oh, it just gets continual boosted. That's powerful. This is looking like a Charizard. The parallels are growing. Increased damage with increased speed, basic attack speed. More opposing Pokemon hit by the move, up to a maximum of placeholder. The greater the basic attack speed increase. Oh, so it's an anti-group as well. So it is shaping up to be very T-Tar mixed with Charizard. Increases the damage dealt by move and at basics. Aqua Tail has the user swing continuously for a set amount of time. Interesting. 4 or 5 flying encounters like Togekiss, Magazone, Staraptor, and Gyarados. I might be missing one. Yeah, there wasn't many. I think it was only the one Gyarados. But it is funny. Because, like, Magnezone, that makes sense. It can fly. Togekiss, sure. Staraptor, Gyarados. Alright. Sure, why not? It can, sure, but why? Aqua Tail hits a Pokemon 3 times. It can be used again. Oh no. That could very easily be broken. Oh no. I hope the cooldown of this is like 12 seconds. This is very much an anti-group character. Second stage of the move has the user charge power. Oh, I see. So it's once you can use it again. You can just use it once. Or, well, twice. You can only use it twice. Second stage has charge power and then sweep in a larger area. Ah. User charges power for a set amount of time or longer. Area of effect is increased and deals increased damage. Second stage is additional damage based on is an execute. Gotcha. So another execute. Waterfall and bounce! It hits bounce. Charge 3 times in a row at awesome speed, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon. Can change direction between each charge. That's awesome. I love that. If the second charge hits, the user is granted a shield. Third charge, Pokemon is knocked up. That's busted. Another stun, man? God, how many stuns do you get? That's crazy. I'm still thinking of Mouse Katana. Reduces cooldown, bounce. Charge power, and then bounce on the designated location. I hope you can still move while you're charging, then. Because I feel like this is probably going to have a long charge. Or, well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be like Fly, and it's like kind of long, but not really. Or like Earthquake on Mamo. So, like, not great, but it's probably going to do a lot of damage. The farther user can bounce. Oh, I see. Power charge for a certain amount of time, granted a shield. And the user applies a movement speed decrease to opposing Pokemon when it lands. Oh, so full power is very good for chasing and entering fights, then. Strengthens the shield. Okay, what's the ult, then? We got Spanish. Unite move! We don't know the name yet. Has the user dive underwater, where it can't attack or be attacked. Use again, the user leaps up forcefully and attacks. So it's like dive. Is that the move? Whatever. The user stays underwater for a short amount of time. So that if they charge it, creates a whirlpool. Ooh! And it slows. The user stays underwater for even longer. It's a water spout. Knock up. Ooh! That seems like a pretty strong move. I don't know if you'll be able to like walk while you do it. It seems like that's gonna work really well with like bounce or dragon breath, because they have stun. I feel like you're gonna want to stun them and then use this, because I get the feeling you're actually not gonna be able to move while you do this. So that's pretty neat. I would actually like to see gameplay of this. Placeholders. Okay, so that's Flail. It's currently got Serena's Stomp for some reason. You have missed twice. Boy, the range on it is pretty bad. The melees don't seem like they miss very easy. Flail is got no range, though. Flail has no range. Let's see what level they evolve. I don't recall seeing it on the info. Not level 4, so it is a T-Tar situation, I feel. Because at the moment, its damage is pretty pitiful. This is probably officially the slowest clear in the game. Like, Mew is faster than this. All the mages are faster than this. This is pretty bad. Not really using Flail to get around. I'm just showing off movement. There it is. That's their Splash. Splash to get around, not Flail. It doesn't evolve at level 5 either. It is a T-Tar. I hope it doesn't evolve at level 7, but it would be really funny. It's gonna be a while. Oh. They do a... Wait, what? Oh, does it evolve after using... Does it evolve after using Splash a number of times? So they splashed and then they flailed and then they evolved for no reason. What? Also, I don't remember them having a passive. So it's like, is that their passive? Or I can see like an icon I don't recognize here. Then they get drop kick. And is that, no, they picked Dragon Breath, which looks like some kind of bubble that I don't recognize. Is that like Bubble Beam from Lapras or something? I don't know. It's not Sobbles or Froakies. Sobble doesn't have Bubble. It's not Froakies, so I assume it's Lapras's. And it's a triple dash. There's a triple dash, there's a Dragon Breath. That's wild. It got the Dragon Claw passive for some reason. I don't. It's placeholder. You know, who knows? Maybe one of these is the passive, or maybe it just doesn't have a passive. That would be weird though, because they usually reserve that for like legendaries, where like they take away something. And it has the Unite move. What Pokemon is that from? It looks like Zera's Slash. But it has to be a Unite move. I don't recognize it though. There's the ult. It's just a very small whirlpool if you don't charge it. That's it. That's all it does. Basically just a splash. The scoring animation is nice. You can move during it though. So the Unite move is pretty good. You get the 3 dashes. It's not super fast. It's not particularly slow. You get some crazy attack speed though. What is it? If the third one hits, you get like... Oh, this whole thing is... I got it. Okay. What is it, Dragon Breath? Or no, it's the next one. Waterfall? The second one is a shield. The third one is a knock-up, yeah. So let's try and see... what the next build is. See how the next build plays? No, we're still on the first one. There's the second level and third level. That's crazy. So it is like Talonfly. That is crazy. You do get crazy attack speed. Considering I'm pretty sure this is like a default build. I don't think he has any like attack speed. So that's wild. Sí, que sí. Alright, let's see when the next build pops up. Looks like about here. Somewhere. Yep, here it is. So we have Aqua Tail. You just get to keep going. If you hit 3 times, huh? And there's Bounce. So it's like, yeah, like Lucario Power Punch, which is the icon. That makes sense. I don't know why Bullet Seed is the move, but whatever. Bounce seems significantly worse than Waterfall. The movement on Waterfall is insane. At least Bounce is faster than like Brave Bird. It's faster, at least. But it is a lot like Mammo Earthquake. Which is still not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. So I don't think it'll be bad per se, but it definitely will not be the more commonly used move, I feel. Then again, maybe since you can get stunned out of Waterfall, maybe, I don't know. That's rough, dude. Eject button with that as well. Can you eject button during that? Oh my lord, you can. Oh, no, you cannot. You cannot eject button during it. Okay, so it's not totally busted. But it is pretty rough. Gyarados seems pretty good. It feels very much like a Dragonite or a T-Tar in terms of gameplay. You're just kind of like always in your character's, the enemy's face. You have a couple of, like chase moves. And you're just in their face doing damage after damage. Okay, so that's the second part of Aqua Tail. And it's just a big old charge up like Zacian ult for some reason. They were not kidding about a wide range hot dog. Alright, so that's roughly Gyarados gameplay. Metagross is also out, but it's pretty disappointing.
Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content.
Anything of value in here?
Metagross.
Maybe. Maybe not. Metagross is, by the way, a new all-rounder that's coming out. Gyarados is an all-rounder. That's got a Metagross, Gyarados, yeah.
Coming in February. Piece of news that I wanted to get through first here.
Right, and here's the interesting thing that I don't know anything about. So let's see what's here.
As you can see in this image right here,
It will be limited 1 per team.
Zacian here all have EX licenses.
Interesting.
You can only have one of them here inside of a game at a time.
Interesting.
Huge. Obviously these Pokemon are...
Yeah, it does align with what they said in all of their producer letters. Or like in all of their basic... Like in all of their announcements, they were just like, legendaries are supposed to be busted. That's the point. They're supposed to be really busted. And, like, the community's response to that was, 1, that's not very good balance. And 2, if you're going to do that, do it like OU, in, like, official Pokemon rule sets where you can only have 1 legendary per team. Or, like, 1 OP Pokemon per team.
Crazy powerful.
Apparently they went with, like, the official, like, Pokemon, like, main game rule set. 1 legendary or broken Pokemon per team.
Something that we have talked about for a little while here, and I think this is a really good change. So
also I like how El Chico EV, because they're Spanish, their Twitter post auto-corrected from per to pero.
See exactly how we want to implement this,
That's pretty funny. We'll be limited to 1 butt team.
We're going to be looking at to have a function like this. But without question,
it's interesting that this only applies to like true legendaries and like box legendaries though, because it seems like it's not going to, based on this picture, it's probably not going to apply to Urshifu. It's probably not going to apply to Zera, which makes sense. Zera is nowhere near as strong as the rest. It's not going to apply to Mew, even though Mew is very strong. But it also takes a lot more skill and talent and effort, so maybe that's like enough. Although Mew is also a mythical.
if more legendaries are coming to the game,
And it doesn't seem like it's going to apply to Hoopa, but it should.
This at least solidifies their idea of legendaries being unique to a squad in their power level and unique to a squad, and then you can only have a single one. I don't love it. I don't. I gotta be honest, this isn't my choice, but this is better than the current system we have, where you could load into a game and they could have Mewtwo, Zacian, Miraidon, Koraidon, and Magikarp, or something like that. And that could be a real disaster here. So I think this is a good piece of news, even though I don't love this concept. Let's keep this train.
I do think it's a shame. It would be far more fun to be able to load into a custom game and have 5-on-5 legendaries. But, I mean, this is the compromise that has to happen if they legitimately do not want to nerf the legendaries. This is what has to happen.
Right along with this Mewtwo Battle Pass.
Alright, we've already seen this, but it does look fantastic. Yeah, I just say.
Awesome. I'm gonna let you guess what they all are. You know,
this is interesting. This seems like a new game mode to me. Obviously it is. Oh, it's Beldum. It's Metagross. Gotcha. It's Iron Defense.
First one right here.
And then Matang, which is like the Starfall or Meteor Mash or whatever.
All these moves could be. Please, if you have an idea for each one, let me know in the comments. Moves earlier. Got the arm flying off here to do.
And there's just like a general tackle. I think that's Zen Headbutt, actually. Well, I think Matang's is Zen Headbutt. I think the Beldum's is just tackle.
Exactly what we're looking at right there. And this is possibly what we were looking at for its Unite move. Sort of this move that targets enemies around you.
Yeah, I forget what it does, though. I can't remember because it's bad.
Like something Inteleon was bringing into a match, but clearly it's very much its own thing as Metagross is coming to the game.
It also has like Rapid Spin. Yeah. These are all things that Metagross has had. World Stadium back in Ranked, supposedly. Metagross, Gyarados. Is this... Express, we will get 10 balls free for the prize things. That's again. Gardevoir might be getting new FX. Interesting. Was this,
For 2 hours straight, and the entire time I argued against it just because I want what I want and he doesn't get what he wants, and now I'm getting it. It seems that
Shocker.
Christmas we'll be getting 10 balls for free prize things, so we have a new free prize mechanic coming up with
Oh yeah, look at that. That's wild. Do you think this is an update, or do you think this is like something that you can get separate? Because I could totally see this being like something separate to skins. Where, like, because if you remember rightly, like, none of the actual normal moves in the game ever get changed by Hollowware, right? Like, even Legendary Hollowware, Purple Badge Hollowware, it will change, like, your running trail, it can change, like, your ult, your scoring animation, but none of them actually change how your normal moves look. So I wonder if this is going to be something, like, separate to Hollowware, or if it's just that Gardevoir is getting new animations, which would be weird but not unreasonable.
It looks like Gardevoir getting some special mechanics for their Hollowware, very similar to what happened with Zeraora, and now
or it could be a Hollowware because this is Ralts and Curlia. That is totally possible.
Some Meowscarada moves. I know we're gonna have gameplay from these 3 Pokemon here very soon that I'm gonna be able to record for you, but let's talk about these moves right here because we have some information.
We have already seen this. Meowscarada moves, Gyarados moves. A small video showing the stuff in game. It looks like.
I think it's got the same sound as a Zoomerol, apparently.
Yeah, there's the EX on them. Mew does not have it. Koopa does not have it. Zacian does, Urshifu does not. So it is exclusively just the broken legendaries. Only box legendaries only. DLC and mythical not allowed.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We have 2 new items, by the way.
Ooh, new items! Yay! I already like the left one, but it does very much look like a stacking item for movement speed, and I'm happy with that. I'm not reading the things yet. The right one looks like a defense item. We don't have a stacking defense item, to be fair. But it doesn't look like a stacking item. It looks like something that's on a cooldown. It looks almost like something where, like, Rocky Helmet, where, like, if you take enough damage, it will stun the enemy, or do damage to the enemy, or shove them, or something. Let's check. We've got Lightning Badge. That's not what it's named. I'm just calling it that. Lightning Badge. Energy is charged through movement and basic attacks. Dealing damage to opposing Pokemon while energy is full is extra damage. Love it! So that's really good for Dodrio. That's really good for Zera. Spark, especially. That's good for Leafeon. Speedsters in general. I love a speedster item because there's a lot of bad speedsters. And it will be more incentive to nerf Zoroark and... Who's the other broken speedster? Is Leafeon broken? Maybe. I wouldn't say Dodrio, but maybe. Dodrio's pretty broken. They're just, you know... There's so much stun and slow in this game. And we're getting... And Meowscarada and Gyarados both have a ton of stun and slow. So... You know, even more competition for Dodrio. Dodrio players just keep losing. More L's. More L's. All of the L's. And we have a second one. Grants a shield to the user and nearby allied Pokemon when dealing damage to opposing Pokemon. It's a Comfey item! It's a miracle! Let's go! Let's fucking go, dude! I'll replace my Rescue Hood for that. Fuck yeah. Rescue Hood doesn't do shit.
The way coming to the game. I can't believe they're...
Fuck yeah, dude.
I can't believe they're not making anything anymore because of the Chinese game. Here
Unfortunate. Damn, it's a shame that the Chinese version is going to replace the global version, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's fucking go. That's so good.
Basic attacks, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon when energy is full will deal additional damage. That's one of these items, so that'll be really interesting. If energy is charged for movement and basic attacks for this first item, you can see really mobile Pokemon using this in some exciting ways.
Yeah, this is like super speedster energy. I could also see like some basic attackers maybe doing it, like Cinder with Flame Charge, like running around the map maybe. Greninja with Double Team and Surf, like that's probably going to be a ton. Also, Greninja gets a lot of basic attacks. I could see Duraludon getting it through basics alone. Maybe that's just good enough. Dragonite can super use this with really just any of its moves, honestly. Any of its movesets are made for this. T-Tar. Like, depending on how much damage this does, this might be a decent replacement for, like, Razor Claw, or, like, probably not Muscle Band, but, like, Razor Claw, or, I guess it depends on the Pokemon. Floatstone, this would be a good chain. You could replace Floatstone with this, Razor Claw, maybe, like, Focus Sash on, nah, no one's gonna replace Focus Sash with this. Except me, but I don't run Focus Sash anyway. I think the only character I put Focus Sash on is Goodra, because Defender.
This feels like something really good for brawlers and stuff. Like, imagine Outrage Dragonite or Gyarados having an ability like this. We've got some magic.
I feel like it doesn't matter how much shield it gives. It's always going to be good on Comfey. Unless it doesn't give it to the Pokemon you're latched onto, which would be really weird.
Come on now.
Why is this the best thing ever?
What a sweet little guy.
He's exactly as bad as you think.
Normally, he has kind of this effort gauge that he has to stack up.
Apparently.
Kind of see right there.
Oh, is that what that was?
And it goes up when he's...
I just assumed that was a boosted.
And then eventually he'll hit level 5, I believe, and evolve. I mean, guys, how amazing is that?
That's adorable.
I know we're going to have more information soon. We'll have footage of these Pokemon, but I had to get this out here because, holy, I mean... It is just, it's amazing.
Yeah, that is adorable. Alright. Apparently this is something. I'm not sure what.
Hi traders, I'm Teeds. How's it going?
This is the same thing. This is the same. Anything of value? No. It's Beldum, Metagross. This look like the tweet we already saw, but I can't be sure from that. That seems to be everything of value.
It looks like it might
Remote Stadium coming back, and whatever this is. Oh, we have dates! We have numbers. Oh, this is for the public test server. Okay, gotcha. And so, based on this, Meowscarada is almost 2 weeks from when it's released. It's not available in the PTS, so we can assume that it's going to be a week after Meowscarada comes out. We get Metagross, And about 3 weeks after that, we get Gyarados. Wild, random, but sure. I definitely would have much preferred Gyarados, but, you know, that's just because Metagross is ugly. This is probably the Mewtwo Battle Pass leak. Yes, it is. And also the legendaries from Scarlet Violet. I saw Empoleon there, but it doesn't matter. Is this also the same thing?
There is a rumored change coming to Pokemon Unite. I want to stress this, a rumored change.
Okay, this is like a video discussing what we talked about. So you can go watch Spriggles to hear about that. What is this? This might just be another video. Oh, it's EB. This is just a tutorial video for playing in the beta, the PTS rather. Is this anything that we haven't already seen? Here's all the skins. We saw Dark Lord Mewtwo, we saw Dragapult, we saw Sableye. We saw Zera, fashionable, whatever you say. Holiday Gudra, Holiday Greninja, I don't remember. We haven't seen Holiday Greninja, but I imagine... well, Gudra's was really good, so... maybe it's a better skin. New Style Blastoise, New Style... We didn't see a lot of these. Actually, I don't think we saw any of these down here. We saw Tea-Time Brown Glaceon. And so, other than the Glaceon, we actually haven't seen anything below Gudra that I remember. Oh no, we saw Masquerada, but... it's interesting that they're doing a lot of skins in 2s now, except Mewtwo, which cheated by having two of its own skin. It's cheating. But it's interesting that they're having like 2 of a lot of the skins now instead of just 1. Star Cloak versus Starry Night, that's basically the same thing. Couple extras, and for some reason, Fashionable Styles Era is on its own. Maybe they hadn't decided to do like the doubles thing. Considering, let's be honest, these 2 skins are basically barely related at all, if at all, honestly. Look at those big old renders of Mewtwo though, look at that. Beautiful. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. Sure. Oh, let's go. The Dragapult and Gudra skins are both legendary. Let's go. This is Dragapult's hat. Interesting. Some effects for some reason. These are probably like in-game models for some stuff. Not sure what though. There's some skin textures and things. Miraidon is coming to Eos Island! Yeah, they were teasing Miraidon a long time ago. We all knew it was going to happen. Hence why Spriggles made the joke. And that's it. Yeah, so that's everything that I wanted to cover. We've also seen all the skins and stuff. Someone is calling me, so I'm going to have to call it there. I was going to play Ultra Rumble with the guys, but I guess that'll have to wait. Sorry. I'm being called. But that was really good. I hope you guys enjoy. And I can't wait for all this stuff coming to the game. Masquerada in less than a week. Let's go! Too bad I have finals. Fuck!